Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Daisy. It's been a long time I haven't done a video in the garden. It's mainly because the weather's changed and we've been a bit busy, just going out a little bit. Yeah, just enjoying the good weather. I have been spending a lot of time in the garden as well. So I just thought I'd take the opportunity today and do an update for you because the plants have changed so much. And as you can see, this is the greenhouse and it's almost empty. It's empty. And all the plants have gone outside already, so I thought it was a good opportunity to show you how they've been getting on. And also there's been a few changes in the garden. Now guys, my garden where I normally do my videos is actually my back garden, so you have always to remember if you see things in the video that is not looking typical of an allotment, you have to remember that it's actually an area where we also entertain. I haven't actually divided the area. Yeah, I'll just show you as we go and you'll understand what I mean. Okay. So let me start with a greenhouse. It's cleaned. I've actually washed all the pots and they're ready for next year. So I've just washed and cleaned everything, although it's looking a bit untidy. It's all of this will go to the potting shed at the end of the season. I've got a few things that I've sown, but they haven't come out yet. I don't know whether they will. So this wasn't there before. There was an old hedge up till here. And then from here onwards there were fir trees like I have on this side. So last month decided to have it changed and it's looking very, very nice. But the good things about it is when they've cut the fir trees, I ended up with quite a lot of space. As you can see, this has been done in the space I got from removing the trees down there as well. So it's about 1 meter all along this hedge that was accessible after the new hedge was put in, and it just made the garden look so much nicer. Okay guys, so this herb corner I made last year. So the thyme still here, chive doing quite well. The oregano is coming back, but it's coming back. I mean, this was planted last year, definitely, you know, worth, because it's something that comes back every year, which is good. Some parsley there, which is not looking too great actually. I probably need to change it to a bigger pot. These are the garlic. I think it will soon be time to be harvesting these. The onions are bolted, as you can see, flowers. I'm sure there'll be seeds in there. And these are the spring onions. I see other people spring onions and they all look like straight and upright. I water them. The soil is always wet here, as you can see, but I don't know why these ones are always sort of lying down. Yeah, but they're doing really, really well. It's not like they are in distress. I probably will have to start using these. Yeah, and this is our banana tree. It's really rare in this area. We used to have this one, this big one, but here I can't say it died because it looked a bit green inside. It looked like it might still come out. But from this one we got this one, and then from this we got this one and this one. So we've got quite a few little ones coming out. I'm just happy to see them back. They look so lovely. Yeah, I've also had these doors replaced. The colour looks nice. And at the back of the potting shed I've got the tomatoes, because these trellis were already made from last year. Yeah, these were made last year. I've used these metal from an old pergola that we had. Is it pergola we call them? Can't remember. Anyway, I used to buy one each year. and it would break in bad weather. So I ended up with these metals. So I've used these metals and these gardening wires and made like a whole jungle of wires here. So I planted the tomatoes down there like I did last year. I'm actually getting flowers now. I had flowers earlier, I pinched them all out because I wanted the plants to grow a bit taller. The problem in this area is you don't get enough sun, so the plants tend to get taller and taller before they actually start producing any tomatoes. Well, I still didn't come up with any other plant that I could put here, seeing that trellis was already fixed. So yeah, I've attached these plants to these wires now because they're getting quite tall. Yeah, so I've got different varieties. I've got some cherry tomatoes in the other end. I've got some Ticherella in this end, and they seem to be doing well, but there's a lot of suckers, as you say, coming out, and to be honest, take me by surprise because I think I'll get rid of them, but they still keep coming. I'm constantly pinching these suckers out, but overall they seem to be doing well. I've got a lot of tomatoes this year, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to them. And all different kinds as well. So in this corner, this is a lantana. If you remember, I did a video that would have been a month ago. I bought these lantana. Well, I shouldn't tell you, slugs are having their own way with these plants, but I try to keep on top of them, but really it's a mission impossible. And they tend to become really big bush. I'll see if I need to transplant this in the soil. I will, if it doesn't grow any more than that. But as you can see, there's lovely flowers, and the flowers come in clusters, and they can become really big clusters. They're really tiny flowers, and you have different colors. So if I bought another lantana, it could be pink, white. This one is orange and yellow, although it didn't specify on the box. Yeah, so this is called Dipladenia, and it's also called the Chilean jasmine. This is the thyme I planted last year. It just got bigger and better. Yeah, love it. Smells beautiful. And I've sown some corn here, which I will transplant tomorrow. Okay guys, so these are the dahlias I planted earlier this spring, and as you can see, I've already snip off the top so I can allow the plant to develop more side branches and hence get some more flowers. I still haven't made up my mind whether I want to transplant it in the soil. Okay, I'll move these potatoes away and then put the corn here. So these potatoes will be moved tomorrow, and I'll have the corn next to these ones. See, this is the advantage of planting in containers, because you can just move them around when you want to. There's some more there. These are planted in compost bag. You can see there's 3 of them I did. One is on the other side, and this is the one I planted in IKEA bag. That was a large one. As you can see, the potatoes are all in flowers, so it won't be long till the harvest time. Let's go back. Here I've got my superb looking mint. Love mint, we use them so much. And these are nice looking cucumber plants. These were a bit late to go in, but finally they are here. I was already having few little cucumbers forming, like this one. Yeah, I'm just snipping them off at the moment. So I've got these cane next to them, hopefully with thyme on it, and then thyme on this trellis that I made. And these are French bean, dwarf French bean, they're the yellow one. I've started to get some fruits, and they're turning yellow. Yeah, not many survived, so just about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants survived. The slugs and the snails had the rest. Coriander, which has already bolted, but I harvested quite a lot, so there's no complaints there. Yeah, so more tomatoes. And these are the kale, my beautiful kale. No regrets about these ones. Absolutely love them. I've harvested so many. Chilies. These are the Hungarian hot wax chilies, and they're doing quite well actually. All the plants I've got. I planted these from seeds. I'm quite impressed actually. Yeah, plenty of flowers, and there's already fruits there in some of them. So what I've done, I didn't put all of them together. I spread them over because these came a bit later. There used to be radish here, so when I've harvested the radish, I put in the chilies. This is a blueberry I bought from Lidl, and yeah, doing amazing. I'm not so sure I'll get blueberries this year, but yeah, I'm just pleased that I have a blueberry plant. Here. Okay, so we're back on this side. I've got the carrots, and they are looking amazing. And you can see the carrots there. Can you see that? This look beautiful. I don't think all of them are like that, but yeah, some of them have even overlap. Look at that. I should have thinned it, but anyway, I'm just happy we got some. Yeah, had some coriander here, which actually I already harvested, but I just left them there, the roots inside. Yeah, some carrot bed and a few other mixtures. Yeah, I've got some more chili here, because in this end here I had Chinese cabbage, so I've just replaced it by the chili. I also have some basil. Okay, so this bed didn't exist before. So once I got this space and this new hedge was put in, I made this little bed here and transplanted all the French beans, climbing French beans here. So I've got them all here. And the good thing about this side is I get the sun all along this bit there. This transform palette, I made this planter last year. I've got the tomatoes in already. As you can see, planted between the tomato plants, and this is the lettuce, and it's got quite big, so it's time to harvest this one. Yeah, it works. Planting between crops work, and I've also got some basil here. Got them all around. All in all, I love this bed. It's really good. I love the lettuce. Yeah, it's quite big and large. So that sort of give me more space to plant when I put them in between. So I'm about to sow some coriander as well. Once I remove this lettuce, I could put some coriander in between these plants. So in this shelf I made in my last video, I put loads of chilies, bird's eye chilies on it, because I thought it was raised and there won't be any problem with the slug and snail. Yeah, quite happy with that though. Looks beautiful. I've got some flowers already coming. There's plenty of bees in the garden at this time of the year. Yeah, so expecting lots of chilies. And these are my aubergine. See that? That is a job of a slug. I'm very hopeful about these 3 plants. In my last video, I made this trellis for the tomatoes. So, and I planted the tomatoes as well. So they've gotten quite big. Look at that. They've gotten really, really tall. And yeah, I've had to prune them. And they've already got their cane next to them. And I've also attached them, as you can see. I've already attached them to the cane. Yeah, as you can see, there's little tomatoes forming already. Yeah, this one is doing really well. I've got some basil plant there as well. Beside is the pumpkin. Got one there, one here. I mean, all these land you can see was covered by the fir tree, so we didn't have this space before. But you know, this is gone now. I'm able to now plant a bit more. Yeah, so I've got but these pumpkin came out a bit later because they were planned to go somewhere else. Well, that didn't happen, so I had to find a place for them. As for these one, they're looking gorgeous. This is pumpkin. So my intention were for them to climb up this pallet, but that's not what they're doing. They're actually going sideways, but because we've got this as a space now, I'm sure it'll be alright. So as you can see, it's just running along. Yeah, pumpkin needs a lot of space. So yeah, I've got 2 or 3 plants down here in this little area here, but it's really green and nice. These are the spinach, as you can see. I've harvested quite a lot and I'm using them in my smoothie every day. And although they're bolted, but I keep getting enough leaves from them. So once these are gone, I'll have to think of something else to go in there. It looks lovely. I had to cover it with the netting because the birds were enjoying themselves. So yeah, these are the spinach, and next to it I've got the lettuce. I mean, once I've used the lettuce on the other side, we'll move on to here. Then I can sow some more on the other side, so we never run out, you know. Till the weather is nice, we can still carry on planting. Beautiful, aren't they? Look at that, so green. And in here I have my strawberries. Oh my god, they look amazing, I must say. They look so green, and they've grown. You can see they're creeping out of the planter. We've already been eating from these, and we keep getting more. And I think we've got a lot more to go. Yeah, it's a pleasure to have. It's a beautiful thing. It sort of makes the garden really nice. Look at that. Now coming on this side, I've got the raspberries coming out under this apple tree, and this one, it's got bigger, the bush got bigger this year. This is gooseberry. Ouch, there's thorns in it. Gooseberries, the plant is full of it. It's not ripe yet. And finally, the red apple tree, which is absolutely full of small apples. Okay guys, that's it for today. It's been lovely showing you around and giving you an update. I hope you liked the video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I wish you all well, and please take care till I see you the next time. Bye bye.